Hi, hello. Today we're going to talk about how locking in is going to save your fucking life. And I'm in a cheetah blanket right now, and my hair looks the way it does because I just got back from a run and I'm trying to hide my sweat stains. And I probably could have just changed a shirt, but I came immediately home and immediately I started talking to you guys. So let's get into it, shall we? So I am massively afraid of my own success. And you're probably like, Bailey, that's strange. Why are you afraid of your own success? I'd love to tell you, folks. So with success, there comes a multitude of factors that are unknown. So once you get success, there's the idea that you have to maintain it. There is the idea that it is going to have a new lifestyle that comes attached to it. There's going to be new responsibilities and new expectations on you. So you can understand that, like, with change, with success, there is an element of the unknown. And maybe you're like me where you're scared of success, and that's why you don't lock in fully. Or maybe you're scared of failure. Like, oh my God, what if people see that I've failed? What if people see that I mess up? What if people judge me? What if people call me cringy, or they call me bad, or they call me horrible? What then? What if I'm seen for being human and people hate me for it? Oh no, I was human. Everyone hates me, you know? Both are valid. Both are incredibly valid reasons. But both of these are nothing more than fear. And when it comes to me and my fear of success, whenever I get like just close enough to a success, just close enough to something good, just close enough to being loved or being cared for or anything like that, I will immediately draw back, self-destruct, pull back, stop working as hard. Which doesn't make sense because every single time that I have gone balls to the fucking wall, any time in my life, I succeeded. I very much succeeded, and everything that I put into it, I got back. So if this is a scientific principle that I have noticed over and over and over again, and I can practice it like a scientific fucking method, like a scientific fact, that the amount of work I put in is the amount of effort I get back, then why the fuck would I not be putting my all into what I want to accomplish in this life? Well, like I said, fear of success and fear of failure simultaneously existing within me, like two wolves that just feast on me like I'm a rotten carcass. I think it's time for all of us to just lock the fuck in. And I don't know about you, so I'm going to talk about me. And I'm sorry if that seems selfish, but I don't know you. I don't know your life. I don't know what you're going through. But for me, I need to lock the fuck in. And what I say that is because I thrive in intensity. I always have. When I give myself an allotted couple hours, or I give myself a activity, or one portion of my life, where I am allowed to be as intense as humanly possible, I feel amazing. Because I do not feel like myself unless there's some form of intensity. There's some form of incredible focus. There's some form of pushing myself as hard as I can. But there is also this thing in life called balance, which you can't go balls to the wall with every single area of your life. You can't do that to yourself. You need both productivity and rest. You need both athleticism and rest. You can't function from a place of only being intense. You need a place of security and you need a place of intensity. Now, my place of security is my home. I love my home. I have a very nice home life. I enjoy self-care and I enjoy watching my movies because I'm really into cinema. I enjoy writing. I enjoy drawing, painting, all of this. Those are my calm activities. Those are the things that make me feel at home. Those are the things that make me feel soothed and comforted. But the things that I want to be intense about are my academics and my running. I want to run 100 miles and get a PhD. We know this. And it's like I'm working like 70, maybe 60% to the point that like I'm average, you know? I'm studying, but I'm not studying enough to understand the material. I'm running, but not enough to be prepared for this marathon that I'm doing. I'm going just over the bare minimum. But do you understand that there's like 30 to 40% more that I could be pushing to get myself to where I am? And the thing is that I used to be intense when I was a ballerina. I was kind of the craziest girl in the room, and that's why I had exponential growth. That's why I was the one that everyone was like, why is she getting better and better every single class? Like, why is she leveling up and getting so good so fast? You guys don't understand. I used to be an intense motherfucker. And when I say intense motherfucker, this was my schedule as a ballerina. I would wake up at 7 or 8 a.m. I would do 100 sit-ups before I even got up out of bed. I would do an hour long of exercises that included 50 squats, 50 hip bridges, a series of ab exercises, a series of turnout exercises. I would go get coffee breakfast. I'd come back. I'd eat while I was in the splits. I'd go to classes. I'd do the same thing all over again as a warm-up routine. Then I'd go to classes for about 3 hours. And then I would go to the gym, work out cardio for an hour. If I still had a little bit of strength left in me, I'd do weights, and then I would go back home. I would rest up a little bit, read on whatever topic I wanted to, philosophy, psychology, anatomy, whatever. And then I would go back to ballet classes for another like hour and a half to 3 hours. And then I would end the night doing those exercises again, like 100 sit-ups, 50 squats, 50 hip bridges, turnout exercises, and stretches. And that was my schedule, like every day for years. And everyone was like, why do you keep getting better? Why do you keep getting better? And it's like, well, because I'm fully fucking locked in, for lack of a better term. I am fully going balls to the wall. I am doing everything in my power to make sure that I am getting better every single day. I'm not wasting a single second of what I am doing. And when I'm resting, I'm resting. But when I'm working so hard that no one can fucking touch me and no one can tell me that I am not working as hard as I fucking can. I want that back. And the thing is that I've tried to go there. I've tried to become that. And then I get scared. And I'm like, why am I scared of reaching my potential? Why am I scared of doing this? And it's a mixture of I'm scared of success, I'm scared of failure. But really what's holding me back is that I am scared of being seen as intense. I'm scared of being that vulnerable that people would see how hard I actually work. And I don't know why that is. I think it's because I don't want people to call me crazy for the intensity of the work, even though I know that they will be proud of me for putting in the work that I am. Like, no one's ever made fun of me for working as hard as I fucking can. And I don't know, there's like this huge mental block between me and locking the fuck in. And I can't figure it out. Whether it's imposter syndrome, whether it's fear of being seen, whether it's fear of success, whether it's fear of failure, I don't know what it is. And it might be the same for you. I do not know. I'm going to go like journal about this shit because I can't figure it out. But you and me both, we need to not be afraid of our intensity. We need to not be afraid of working hard. We need to not be afraid of being seen as the crazy ass motherfucker running at 3 a.m. I feel like I want to return to myself. And I don't think of myself as an intense motherfucker, but truly deep down, who I am, deep in my soul, and when I'm my happiness, is when I'm working so intensely that I feel exhausted. That's when I feel the most like myself. And that is so hard to explain to anyone unless they're like me, or unless they understand me, or unless they relate to me. I do not feel like myself unless I am being intense, unless I am pushing myself towards something. And I understand that the purpose of our souls on this planet is to be, is to exist, is to just feel and be absorbed by the art and the beauty of earth, and to be grateful and to pray and sing and journal and laugh and dance. I understand soaking up all that life has to offer. I also feel like I will be at a disservice to myself unless I push myself as hard as I can towards the things that I feel are my calling. If this dream was planted in my heart for a reason, then isn't it my duty to work as hard as I can towards it? Whatever our souls call to, if we are not being insane about our dreams, then what the fuck are we doing here? Life is full of creating miracles for yourself. And if you are not going for what your soul calls to, it will go to voicemail. And you will stop getting dreams. And your soul will feel empty. And you won't understand why. It's because, motherfucker, you got a calling. You got a thing that you were meant to do in this life, and you're not doing it. It's kind of like if you told a beaver that it couldn't build a dam. If you told a frog it couldn't jump. Told a bird it couldn't fly. Each and every human has a specific thing that calls to them, has a specific thing they're supposed to be doing in this life, and the seeds were planted in your heart as a calling, as a dream, as a vision, as an idea of what you're supposed to be doing. And if you do not follow the design that your heart and soul was crafted to create, to do, to become, you will not feel like yourself. And for me, if I do not become a psychologist, if I do not become a runner, an ultramarathon runner, I know that my soul will die feeling strange. Because it's like, why didn't you let me fly? Why didn't you let me jump? Why didn't you let me build a dam? Give a damn. And I don't know. I think we should all lock the fuck in on what we want to fucking do. I think we should teach ourselves to do hard things, have discipline, have motivation, have inspiration, and work towards what is meant for us. Because if not, our body was just a useless creature that pumped blood for nothing. Give your life some fucking purpose. My God, lock the fuck in before it's too late. Have a good day, folks.